everyone and welcome to another SQL video with Learn at No Star. Today we are going to write a SQL query to identify the invalid characters in our data. In a real-life project implementation, there are various sources of data and sometimes data comes up with some invalid characters like carriage returns or some non-ASCII characters. This is a very practical scenario and I was working on a project and one user was copy-pasting the data from the Excel sheet directly to a web input form, and the data that ended up in a database table had some invalid characters which were causing issues in downstream processing. In an ideal scenario, we should have been having some checks at the source level to not allow such invalid characters to be inputted. But it happens sometimes and the source data is not in our control, so we should have a way to identify these invalid characters. It can be done easily through the SQL query, and we are going to write that SQL query now. We are going to be working with the test data in the table test_str, and we can see that we have various combinations of ABC. Now, if we just look at the data, then we are not able to see that there might be some invalid characters. And we are going to make use of the pat_index function. Pat_index is a function that will allow you to search for a particular pattern in your string data. There's another function called char_index that will allow you to search for specific characters, but with pat_index you can also give wildcards, so that's an advantage. Before that, let's quickly see how the function works by simply searching for a substring AB. So AB anywhere in the string in our column code, and it should return us the position. So if we execute this query, we see that it found it in the 5th record and the position is the first position. If we change it to B, C, it will give you the position where that substring starts. So it starts at the 2nd position. So the pat_index function can search for a substring or an expression, and it can find out the position where that pattern occurs in your string. Before we go back to writing our query, I want to mention about our sponsor LearnSQL.com, which is an online SQL training platform and offers 70 plus interactive SQL courses that will teach you not only standard SQL, but also PostgreSQL, MySQL, and so on. You can just log into their website either by creating your credentials, or you can use your Google login. Go to the courses tab and type in any topic that you want to practice. Every single course consists of many hands-on exercises. You have detailed explanations for each topic, step-by-step instructions, a code editor right in your browser, and you don't need to download any software. The database is available as part of the course. And if you are stuck anywhere, you can click on Show Me the Answer button and it will help you with the final query. The best part is that you can try any course by creating a free trial account. No credit card is required, or you can take advantage of the awesome deals on their website. So if you want to practice real-life business SQL challenges, you can try their courses by clicking on the link in the description. Coming back to our query, we are going to take a look now at the ASCII character set. We are going to define a range of valid characters. So we are going to define any characters that fall outside of the range of characters starting from the space sign over here till the tilde sign over here. We are going to define them as invalid characters. So you can see that this list of characters at the beginning falls outside of this range, and you can see that it has non-printable characters like the carriage return, the horizontal tab, backspace. So any character that does not fall within that range, any non-ASCII character would be identified as an invalid character. Now, when we need to define a range, we have to define it within square brackets. And we're going to define, first we're going to define the space. So I'm just going to put a space, and then we are going to define the exclamation, which was after the space. So you can see that the exclamation sign is the next character after the space. And I'm going to define the range all the way till this tilde character. So to define a range, we need a hyphen sign and then define the tilde character. And now we have to negate it, because this is what we've defined inside the square brackets is our valid range. We are saying any character that does not fall within this range. So for that, we have to use the caret sign, which will mean that any character not within this range and not equal to space. Now the next step is to add our wildcards because the character can occur anywhere within your string value. And if it occurs, if there is an invalid character, the pat index function is going to return the position of that character. So we are going to make the comparison as greater than 0 if there is a position available, which means that there is an invalid character. I'm going to execute the query, and you'll see that it returned all the characters. And why did this happen? Because we need to identify, we need to add the proper collation based on which it can identify the correct characters. And this happened because we are missing the collation in our query. We need to add the correct collation. So the collation that we're going to add is the Latin one general bin, which is a binary collation. It also helps the database performance while making the comparison, and it makes sure that the correct character set is being compared in the correct order. Now, if we execute this query, you will see that we have one record which has an invalid character. And again, if you just look at the record, it looks like it should be okay. It's just a hyphen between A and B. So what is the difference? So I've just copied the value that we got with the invalid characters, and then I'm going to type in A, B, C with the hyphens. So here you can see that there's a difference in the hyphen that we typed in using the keyboard in the laptop and the hyphen that is common in this character. This is called the amhash, and this is a character which falls outside of the ASCII character set, and that's why it has been identified as an invalid character. And this happens a lot when you're copy pasting the data from some other Windows application or other source application to, let's say, a web-based form or something. Then the hyphen might get converted into this invalid character. So this is a simple way in which we can write a SQL query and identify the invalid characters in our data. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, then please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next video.